So hang on. The first one is this, and I said about this last week. I was going to talk about this. I do know two important business truths. One is well known, the other not so well known. Let me explain. I've gone on record saying that mindset, whether in life, sports, or business, is the foundation of every attitude, action, plan, and course of action. A perfect home studio with the right noise floor, the highest quality equipment, the greatest coaching, the best marketing plan will not amount to a hill of beans without the right mindset. Mindset is the foundational business foundation. Don't be sold a different bill of goods. Mark my words carefully. One well-known business mindset is this. While there are anomalies, it usually takes 3 to 5 years to build a successful, thriving business. We've talked about that. Hudson and I talk about it. He's in year 3, and so he's just persevering and being persistent and being patient because it takes typically 3 to 5 years to build a successful business. Most businesses, as we know by all the stats, go out of business in the first 1 to 3 years because of not having the right business mindsets. That's one of the most important parts of it, not having the right business mindsets. And this is a critical business foundation mindset. You need to be ready for the long haul. 3 to 5 years is a long time to hang in there and do the right things day in and day out and not get discouraged and not flail and not give up. That's well-known business mindset number 1, and it's this. It takes 3 to 5 years to build a successful business. Okay? I think that's well-known. Now, not so well-known business mindset. Once you have built a successful, thriving business, I think I'm learning because of where I'm going through and what I'm watching other people go through or have gone through, is it will take 3 to 5 years of overconfidence, neglect, and lack of careful attention to destroy that successful business. So it takes 3 to 5 years to push that boulder up the hill, but if you don't take care of continuing that momentum, it's going to roll back down, and you're going to have to push it back up again. Okay, just a quick explanation. The second law of thermodynamics, not to get too technical, or the law of entropy, is that in a closed system, left to its own devices, order will turn to chaos, like rust forming on your car. You don't have to do it yourself, it just does it. Or weeds growing up in your garden, or a group of quiet toddlers becoming out of control. This just happens. Entropy. The law of entropy affects everything, including a VO business. If you leave the garden, if you can use that analogy, of your VO unattended, it will become overgrown with weeds and stunted because of lack of tilling and watering. Even thriving, successful businesses, if left unattended, will start to die. The boulder of business will roll back down the hill. But don't let that discourage you. I'm not letting it discourage me. I'm in my 13th year. I've got to pay close attention to my business because it's successful, but it won't stay successful on its own. The good news is you know what to do now. If you're in the 5th, 8th, 10th, 12th year, you know what to do. Pay close attention to your business. Go back and do the things you always are supposed to do. Business is plain hard work. The reason business is hard work is because it's just so daily. That's why business is hard work. One day of success doesn't mean the next day will be successful. You have to grind and plod and tweak and learn and grow and persevere. Now, that's one. And that is, I do know the two important business truths, one well-known and one not so well-known. Hang with me, though, for the second bonus do and don't. Actually, this piggybacks off of what I was just talking about, and it's both a do and a don't. So, what does a guy like me who's had a successful business for the last 8 or 9 years, well, it's been growing ever since, basically, since I started, but especially successful the last 8 or 9 years. What do I do and what do I don't do to make sure that second well-known fact of taking care of that business and not letting it, come back down on you in 3 to 5 years? Well, here's what I do. I grind, I plod, I work, I hunt, I scratch, I claw, I persevere, I dig, I push.
You hustle.
Yep. I don't whine, make excuses, blame, give up, flail, worry, or get discouraged. Now, I'm tempted to. So, this isn't
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, it's not like this isn't just this is life. This is business. Yeah. So, I'm tempted to. Trust me. But that's the VO business life, is doing those things and not doing those other things. Mindset. I decided 13 years ago that I wanted to make voiceover business work for me. I was going to make it work. I didn't know how for sure. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see into the future. I just showed up day in and day out, open for business. That's the only way you will survive and thrive. And you'll have to make that decision every single day and probably many times during the day. Because your head talks to you, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It says, oh, what am I doing? Maybe I should be doing something different. This isn't working. Those types of things. A VO business is at its core a mental game, and it will tax your mind. It's very rewarding, but it's taxing. Mm-hmm. And it's been taxing for me the last few weeks as I've been underneath what I normally make